I'm comfortable with who I am, and if society can't handle it, then that's their problem.
I was in the closet for a very long time. I knew that I was gay since I was very young.
I basically kind of buried all of my feelings.
I knew very young that I was different, but I wouldn't have been able to label it.
Going to school and high school, every day was a different day of hell.
The harassment when I entered high school really intensified.
People would say things to me like, oh, you're this, you're that, you're a faggot, you're gay.
Students would put their legs across the seat and tell me that I was dirty.
To have any kind of popularity, to have any kind of status, it was through men.
If adults don't recognize that this is something that's wrong, I must be the issue.
I didn't fit in within my gender, never mind as a straight person.
I got picked on and teased and bullied and pushed into lockers, and I would never go through that ever again, or ask that anybody ever should.
I was feeling like I wanted to eliminate these people because they were so toxic in my life.
I went into a cafeteria, and she followed me, and she picked me up and threw me against a wall.
I didn't feel like either they deserved to live if they were going to continue to treat me that way.
They didn't use the word faggot. I was called a sissy, a crybaby, light in the loafers.
And I noticed a bullet hole in the windshield. And I said, what's that all about?
There was a shooting at a queer youth center.
We drove to Winnipeg the other day and we took some bats with us. We were going to go gay bashing.
And he just started shooting everyone, and then he ran away.
Now, looking back at those times and all of the times that I was rejected and I was told no and I wasn't supported, not just by my peers, but by my family in the things that I wanted to do with my life at that time, I'm thankful.
If it weren't for the naysayers and for the bullies in my life, I wouldn't be who I am today.
And it was right then that I knew that I was happy in my body, happy with who I am, happy with the way I looked, happy with the fact that I'm queer.
It was liberating in a way that I could not have imagined.
When I did come out, it was wonderful.
It's probably the best thing that's ever happened.
I just felt completely in love. It was absolutely love at first sight.
Nothing ever felt so right. It just felt like it was the best decision I've ever made.
You don't need that closet. There are plenty of people on the other side of the closet that are more than willing to be with you every step of the way and like you for who you are.
I had told my stepmother at the time that I wanted to be just like my aunt when I grew up, and she more or less took that and looked at my grandmother, and they both looked at me and was like, okay, she's queer.
It's not about being gay or straight or whatever. It's about getting to know myself and, and being proud of who I am and what I represent.
And that's where I am now, super gay and proud.
My favorite line from a musical is from Into the Woods by Stephen Sondheim. And the line is, if you know what you want, then you go and you find it, and you get it.